Good morning, guys. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm coming at you with another excerpt from my very first story, which is in the process of being published. Mr. President, come this way, sir, the security agent said. These security agents were not security agents, guards at all. They were his prison guards. Or were they inmates, just as he? Alan could no longer discern one way or another. He had no time anyway. The detail parted on each side of the president, making a path for him towards the room. He would enter alone. Alan entered the room, and inside there were two steel chairs nestled next to a long steel table, devoid of any objects. A single pair of fluorescent lights lit the room in a pale white hue. A figure sat on the opposite side of the table, its face obscured in the darkness. Wesley sat on another steel chair in the corner of the room, hands folded neatly upon his rotund legs, which seemed almost to be too large for his slacks. "Please, have a seat, Mr. President," said the male voice Alan had heard earlier, speaking in hushed tones. "Of course. I'm sure you're wondering why we have brought you down here, when you should be preparing for a speech you were going to give at the Lincoln Memorial today. Well, I can assure you that what we have in store for you is much more delicious. Or much more delicious." The man's voice hung on the last word, as if he were a lion sinking his fang-like teeth into a live caribou, savoring the taste of its warm blood. He then continued to mumble to himself, as if arguing with his own conscience in a schizophrenic confusion. "Yes, delicious. That's the correct word, right? Right." Disregarding the man's exposed internal dialogue with some trepidation, Alan attempted to play his part. "Sounds fun. Please enlighten me," said Alan in a thinly veiled tone of glee. "As you probably know by now, a very powerful nuclear bomb was disarmed in Manhattan today. Someone stowed it away in the belly of the Statue of Liberty. I'm sure you can appreciate our work." "Yes, it was quite masterfully done. I felt for sure some idiot in the National Guard would have stopped you, but we did run into a snag, didn't we? It didn't go off." The president was crying inside, pleading for a way out. His emotions remained concealed by the fleshy tomb of his body, but the damage internally was unavoidable. "No, it didn't," said the voice with noticeable disdain and irritation. "But we can use this little snag to our advantage." "Really? How so? Color me intrigued." The silhouette gave out a short grunt that could only be mistaken for a laugh. "The public is now primed for a fun little event. The boss's associates are already playing out the cards to the people as we speak. It was a bomb sold to terrorists in some yet-to-be-named Middle Eastern country by none other than our friends from the motherland." "Superb," said Alan, giving out a bellowing cackle. "That's going to play perfectly." "Yes, we think so too, but there still remains another snag." "What's that?" said Alan, panicking inside. "Well, you see, the public is now fully ready to accept that a terrorist attack came from our friends across the world, but the thing is, there wasn't technically an attack." "What do you mean?" "No one died," the silhouette said bluntly in a British accent. Alan was banking on this necessary prerequisite to full-scale war being subtly overlooked. His hopes that no more blood would have to be shed, that perhaps the propaganda would not be able to proliferate before the internet revealed the truth, were sinking in his stomach, giving him a vile taste in his mouth. He still did not know to this day how Despite his physical revulsion at such notions, he managed not to dispel his dinner from the previous night. Somehow, he maintained his composure, at least superficially. All right, that's this section. I'll come back at you tomorrow with the next one. Love y'all. Peace.